that the strength of our nation lies with the individual and that each person's dignity, freedom, ability, and responsibility must be honored. I believe in equal rights, equal justice, and equal opportunity for all, regardless of race, creed, sex, age, or disability. I believe in free enterprise and that encouraging individual initiative will continue to bring this nation opportunity, economic growth, and prosperity. I believe government must practice fiscal responsibility and allow individuals to keep more of the money they earn. I believe the proper role of government is to provide for the people only those critical functions that cannot be performed by individuals or private organizations, and that the best government is that which governs least. I believe the most effective, responsible, and responsive government is government closest to the people. I believe America must retain the principles that have made us strong while developing new and innovative ideas to meet the challenges of changing times. I believe in American values and that we should preserve our national strength and pride while working to extend peace, freedom, and human rights throughout the world. I believe the Republican Party is the best vehicle for translating these ideals into positive and successful principles of government. We hold these truths to be self-evident, that all men are created equal, that they are endowed by their Creator with certain unalienable rights, that among these are life, liberty, and the pursuit of happiness. My name is Robert Malt. I'm the chairman of the Buncombe County Republican Party. I welcome you here today.
Good morning, ladies and gentlemen, and welcome this morning. Thank you to all of you that have taken your time to serve with the Republican Party here in Buncombe County. My name is Greg Newman from Hendersonville, recently served as mayor. I'm a former prosecutor. I'm married, have been for 25 years, have 3 kids, practice law in Hendersonville. I'm a member of First Baptist Church there. I have a Bachelor of Arts degree from UNC Asheville. I have my law degrees from the University of Dayton in Dayton, Ohio. Ladies and gentlemen, I'm running for Congress because, like many of you, I'm fed up with people telling us one thing from both parties and then going to Washington and casting votes completely differently from what they represent to us. We have a congressman, as you know, in this district that says that he's a fiscal conservative, yet he goes and he votes for a budget, a $3.6 trillion budget, that gives us 10 years at least of $1 trillion deficits. We have a congressman that tells us that he wants to create jobs and that he's pro-job creation, and yet he goes to Washington and he votes for the cap and trade legislation and he votes for the union car check legislation. He says that he takes our mountain values to Washington with him. Well, he says that, and then he goes and he votes not once but twice to raise the debt ceiling. He then tells us, if you called into his office in the last couple of weeks, that he was undecided on the health care legislation. That's what we were told. Then he tells James Shea of the Hendersonville Times-News last week that he wasn't undecided at all. You cannot, ladies and gentlemen, in my opinion, keep coming home and tell us that you're pro-life and that you are pro-Second Amendment, that you're pro-traditional marriage, and yet you keep voting for a Speaker of the House of Representatives that is driving the agenda right now in this country. And she's openly opposed to all those positions. He said that, trying to figure out what he's doing on health care, he said, until I know the details, I'm reluctant to draw a line in the sand. Well, ladies and gentlemen, it's time to go up there and draw a line in the sand, to create jobs, to get the spending and debt under control, and to stop this country from sliding into socialism. I want to go draw that line in the sand. I need to hear from you on May 4th. Thank you.
My name is Kenny West, and I'm from Clay County, a little town over there in far western North Carolina. I'm here with my wife, Wilma. We've got 2 children. You know, I guess when you hear all these speeches, you want to say, you know, who's going to make the best candidate? Well, I'll just tell you this. What we've got up there right now in Washington is one thing and one thing only. We've got a lack of character going on up there in Washington. They don't take it with them anymore. And there's something else that's missing up in Washington. That's leadership. It's not one thing to know the issues, and that's very, very important. It's another thing to sit up here and create leadership that changes people's minds when we go up there to Washington to get them back to the conservative principles that our founding fathers knew and fought and died for. And it's time, as we said before, the line needs to be drawn in the sand. And it's going to be done by leadership. How are we going to do it? We're going to have to go up there and form coalitions ourselves, conservative coalitions. This time when a person's a part of it, unlike Heath Shuler, we're going to have to make sure that this person changes the people's mind before the vote's taken. Because right now, he's not doing anything. I tell everybody that he's Schuller is irrelevant. Why? Because whatever he votes for gets passed. That means he does not matter. He does not matter. The only two votes that matter are the two votes he cast for Nancy Pelosi, because everything she wants gets passed. It's time we sit up here and send Schuller packing. We've got to get leadership and principles back into this great country we call America. Remember this, it doesn't matter who we are and who we send up there. If we do not put God and character back in this country, I'll submit to you that this country is over as we know it. And we have got to do that, and I'm the man that can actually take it to Schuller. I've got businesses all through Western Carolina, and I can tell you this, I do not waver one bit. I am black and white on my beliefs, and there's one thing I will let y'all realize, that y'all will see me just as much as you see anybody on Fox News, because y'all are going up there with me. My name's Kenny West, and thanks a lot for your support and vote for me.